Are you looking for a way to advertise your bot? Well, no problem. We have recently started a new Discord bot list where you can see all these amazing bots. They each have their own page in which you can view all their details. So why not advertise your bot? Go to vaulttracks.io now and log in and add your bot and fill out the form. Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 14 of this Discord.js programming series. And in this episode we're going to be looking at Sharding. So Sharding, you need to do this by the time you reach 2,500 servers, which I hope any good developer would know that by now. If you don't, your bot basically would be useless. So you need to basically do Sharding as early as you can, otherwise it's going to be such a pain in the neck for you later on. So what we're going to do first, my index.js file, we're going to rename that to bot.js, and then we're going to create an index.js file. So we want to do const sharding manager, so we're going to import sharding manager from discord.js, and we are going to import our token from our config file. So /config, like so. And now what we're going to do is we're going to define a new instance of a sharding manager, and in there it's going to take a file, and in there we're going to put our bot.js file, and then we can do our token like so. And we'll also do total shards. Just as an example, we'll do 2 shards. Now we want to do manager.spawn, and then we can do an event manager.onShardCreate, and that'll have a shard variable, and from there we can do console.log shard number shard.id is online, and now I show that shard number is online. So what we'll do next is now we're going to go on to the fun part of this. So this will be all happy days and everything. Thankfully this bot hasn't got much to it, but there is going to be a lot for sharding. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to just change a bit of code from what we currently have. So we don't want the ready event to emit twice, do we? So we're going to do if client.shard.id's index of 0 is equal to 0. Then it'll console log this, but when it loads the rest of the shards it won't, because we don't want it to. And the same with our events as well. If client.shard.id's index of 0 is equal to 0, it'll show you that it's loaded some events. And in here, if client.shard.id's index of 0 is equal to 0, and it only logged that once. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check out. No, I think that's it for the sharding stuff. There should be nothing to change now. But to give you an example of how sharding works, we're going to create a quick bot info command. So we're going to create info.js.
This is Blazing Fast, a cheap and reliable hosting company. They provide many services to suit your needs, including web hosting, VPS hosting and dedicated servers. They offer a range of VPS servers to suit your bot's needs, starting with 512 MB of RAM up to 16 GB of RAM. You can easily set up your new VPS, and Blazing Fast offers a range of different operating systems. If you're looking for Windows, you will need a 1 GB VPS and above. Perhaps €5 is too much for you. No problem, you can use our code VaultTracks to knock 25% off the price, dropping it to only €3.75 a month. Blazing Fast stand out due to their incredible 980 gigabit per second firewall, preventing all kinds of online attacks. Do not expect your service to go offline anytime soon. And if you're in doubt, just look at all these happy customers.
module.exports.run, client message args. Like we used to do before, we want to make this async as well. Then we have module.exports.help with the name info, description, display information about the bot. Then we have module.exports. Is it permissions? I haven't done this in a while. Let me double check what it is. Requirements. Yeah, it's been 2 months since the last JavaScript video. Anyway, owner only, it's not a dangerous command, we can set that to false. User perms, you don't need any user perms. And then client permissions, it needs embed links, since we're sending an embed. So we're going to import message embed now from discord.js. Oh, and then we need to do module.exports.limits, and we're going to have a rate limit of 3 and a cooldown of probably 60 seconds. That's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah. So what we want to do now is make it display information about the bot. So we're going to do return message.channel.send, which will be a new instance of a message embed. We're going to set the author as information, and then client.user.username, client.user.display avatar URL. Don't worry about options actually. So we're going to add the field bot ID. We're just going to add some random information now. So client.user ID, bot tag, client.user.tag. We can probably set the thumbnail as well to be the client.user.display avatar URL. Let's set these in line just to make it look neater. Right, now here comes an example of how we use sharding now. So since we've split us into 2 shards, all our servers that the bot is in is going to be split over 2 shards. So currently the test bot is only in 1 server, so yeah, there's not too much to worry about that, but it still works the same. So we're going to have the server count. So here's what we're going to do here. We're going to await client.shard.fetch client values, I believe it is. And then in there we want to do guilds.cache. Was it this.guilds.cache? Or was it just guilds.cache? I can't remember now. Probably this.guilds.cache. And then that will return an array in which we can now do dot reduce, that's the one, a b inside this function, and then b plus a, and then we'll set that to be in line as well. And then same here for the users, user count. We're going to do the exact same code pretty much, so await client.shard.fetch client values this.users.cache, and then we're going to reduce again, so reduce a b, whoops, can't type today, b plus a, like so, and that's going to be inline true. We also want a closing bracket there, and that will do for our bot information command. So we'll go ahead and test the bot now. Upon testing just then, I just realised it is not this, and we also forgot to use dot size. So we need to put dot size here and dot size here. And now we're going to run the bot again. So we're going to do node, and now we have, as you can see, loaded 11 commands, loaded 3 events, and shard 1 is now online. So let's go test the bot. So here we are in the testing area. We're going to go ahead and run the help command. That still works, just to show you it works. And now what we're going to do is run the info command. And this is absolutely correct, all this information. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.